developers, coders, whatever you want to call them. Here's a short, concise bull case that I'm looking for the gold rush. Okay, so let me give you my bull case first. Okay, I was here for the launch of the App Store. I know, major unk status, but I missed it by about 3 years. So it launched, I think, in 2008, and it was one of the biggest rides of my life, and I was 3 years late. Okay, ChatGPT's App Store is not even here yet, so we're locked, and we know how to code now. I didn't know how to code before. I got absolutely off on the mobile App Store, iOS. So I built a bunch of apps, yada yada, whatever, games, apps, whatever. Um, there were only 10 to 15 million users here in 2008 when the iPhone introduced the App Store. ChatGPT has 800 million active users when they're launching their App Store. So if you don't know already, ChatGPT is launching an App Store, inline apps. So we're going to be able to build inline of ChatGPT, the biggest user anything ever, and us developers can build it. Yes, OpenAI is going to be watching what we build. Yes, if they get super big, if we get super big on anything we build, yes, they're going to try to take it. Yes, they're going to internalize it, but that's fine. That's fine. We have multiple years. And if you get to that point, congratulations, really. So that's the downside. Anyways, here's ChatGPT's bull case. He said, this is a short, concise bull case for what you're asking for, the gold rush pitch. ChatGPT already has 800 million monthly active users. Developers have never had access to a platform this big, this fast. Never, ever, ever, ever. Compare that to the Apple App Store launch in 2008. The iPhone user base was 10 to 15 million devices total. ChatGPT launch of the store, 800 million monthly active users. Do you see how much bigger that is, dude? It's not 8 times bigger. It's 80 times bigger. That's 50x bigger user base than the original App Store had at launch. Zero distribution friction. Users don't have to install anything. No app downloads, no onboarding. They click and they instantly use your app inside of ChatGPT. That is amazing, dude. There's no install. That was the hardest thing about apps back in the day, is getting people to install them. But there's no install in ChatGPT. So not only is it 50 times bigger opportunity, there's 50 times more users. It's probably, 5x less friction? That's amazing. The platform promotes winners automatically. If your app solves a real problem, ChatGPT will recommend it inside conversations. This is the equivalent of Apple pushing your app on the front page, but automatically and at a global scale. The economics are better than mobile. No server costs if you run inside ChatGPT's environment. Users are already in a paying mindset. They're paying users. ChatGPT users are paying. I guess Apple users were paying as well. You can charge more for your productivity, knowledge, and automation apps than mobile games ever could. The barrier to entry is unbelievably low. A solo developer can build an app in a weekend that reaches millions of people. The App Store Gold Rush required teams, design, which was hard, Objective-C, which was different, and a Mac. ChatGPT requires just an idea and a prompt. An idea and a prompt. Okay, we are day one of a new interface shift. I've been waiting for a regime shift like this since the App Store. AI is obviously that regime shift, but there hasn't been a platform, a way for developers to get off on it. Yes, you can build AI apps, but then you have to do the marketing and all that stuff, and that's like a whole business, right? So, mobile was the last $1 trillion shift. AI assistants are the next. Right now, in 2008. Right now is 2008 App Store energy, except the user base is already massive and global. Bottom line, building for ChatGPT today is the largest fab. If you want to see this, I'm gonna keep asking you guys this stuff. Throw the one in the chat if you guys want to see me build for this revolutionary shift. Like I said, I don't know, what's been 10 years now? 10 plus years since I railed the iOS App Store, and I'm ready to rail this ChatGPT App Store. I think it's going to be sick. Like she said, the devs who build the first must-use apps will become the new Instagram, Uber, and WhatsApp. But it will happen way faster and to way more people. So throw one in the chat if you do want me to continue this series here where I show you everything that I build for ChatGPT. I want to get some tests out here. I want to get some apps going. I think this is going to be a beautiful, beautiful opportunity. And it's something different than trading. I think I think trading is amazing, but there's a lot of you guys out there that just watch because you want to watch devs and you want to go from 0 to 1. Trading is not for going from 0 to 1. I've said this multiple times. Like, if you're not a trader, don't become a trader. It's too emotional. There's too much risk involved. If you have $0, you can't run it up. I mean, maybe you can if you get lucky on a meme coin, but it's gambling. So I always recommend, if you are a trader, absolutely automate your trading. You must automate your trading. So I teach you step by step how to automate your trading in my boot camp. And this is what I focus on day to day. I focus on building out my algos, back testing, researching, etc. I teach you everything here in the boot. That being said, if free in a markets are markets, I'll trade market. If I have to just build a small little app for ChatGPT and they pay me, the users pay me money, do that right there. I'm gonna think up to. So, and then I will show you every step of build ChatGPT apps as are interested. Otherwise, I can just do it on the couch at the end of the day, because I do have a little couch time at the end of the day, and I can keep everything here focused to algo trading. If you're interested in that. But anyways, let's go ahead and just try to start building our first ChatGPT app. So ChatGPT app SDK is going to be our first step. Okay, let's go ahead and let's make a GitHub as well. Say GitHub, and let's see if I have a ChatGPT. I don't think I do. ChatGPT apps. I'm just going to call it ChatGPT apps. So create new repo, and I'm super excited about this. ChatGPT apps here. I'm super excited about this, dude. So throw one in the chat if you do want me to continue to show this stuff. Like I said, I could just do this on my own as well. This is also leaking edge, right? Because I'll be showing what I'm building, and like it's easy to replicate that. So just like algo trading, I do have a risk here of leaking edge, but that's okay, because I believe code's a great equalizer. And if you learn how to code, you won't have to work for anybody for the rest of your life. So I'm just going to keep showing all of this code dot. And just give me some feedback here. Give me some feedback if you guys want me to show this direction here on YouTube. Like I said, I can just do it. I can just do it on my own as well. Don't split whatever. It's all gravy. All gravy. You know, I'd be standing here all day. So let's go ahead here and let's go say main.py. Main.py. Okay. And then let's get Claude up here before we do anything. See here. Okay, L says 1. Olivia says 1. Wishy says, what you gonna build? I'm not sure yet. Yeah, throw the ones in the chat if you do want me to show you this whole journey of building ChatGPT apps. I think it's gonna be very interesting. I think it's gonna be very, very interesting. Okay, let's go ahead and let's get this going. Let's go say ChatGPT, introducing ChatGPT apps SDK. Beautiful apps SDK. Beautiful. Okay. Let's get both of these things in here in the README. Let's go say README here. README.md. Okay. ChatGPT app store equals biggest op I've ever seen. Biggest op I've ever seen in my life. It's just like what she said. What are you going to build? Will it help users build apps, brainstorm a task kind of vibe? I think that yes, Olivia. You can ask AI to help brainstorm for you. I've also got many ideas of how to come up with ideas. So to answer your question, Wishy, what am I going to build? I don't know, but I've got plenty of resources to come up with those ideas, and I'll show you all of them here. So this is the biggest op I've ever seen in my life. Let's get this one here to, what's this on? This is on Let's back out here and say CD and then C. Get Claude up here. Okay, great. So she's in here. I actually don't even need this open anymore. Terminate. Let's keep her up here. Maybe I'll keep her over here because then I can have because I'm going to need the user interface today. I'm going to need the chat GPT interface. Okay, so we got the SDK, developers SDK. Dev SDK docs here. Okay, great. So Apps SDK is available in preview today for developers. Start building and testing their apps. We will open for app submission later this year. Launch your first app. Okay, let's open that up. Research and use cases. Build your MCP server. Deploy your app. Okay. App guidelines. App developer guidelines. Optimize metadata. Interesting. So why metadata matters? This is how you're going to get users. Well-crafted names, descriptions, and parameter docs increase recall on relevance and reduce accidental activations. Gather a golden prompt set. Okay. Draft metadata that guides the model. Okay. Evaluate in developer mode. Okay. Iterate methodology. Quick start. Introduction. So the Apps SDK relies on the model context protocol to expose your app to ChatGPT. To build an app for ChatGPT with Apps SDK, you'll need two things: a web component built with the framework of your choice. Okay, I got one already. Let's just build that out. Okay, so quick start here. Let's say this. So this is the quick start. Go ahead and analyze how to build a ChatGPT app here, Apps SDK, and put it in this directory here. Okay. And then this is the app you're going to build. Essentially, it's going to show the liquidation levels and the current price of tokens or a specific token. Just look at this file here. And essentially what we run on our server, on our Flask server, we want that running inside of ChatGPT using their apps. Let me know if you have any question. This should be developer only for now, I think, and it's available. Just go read that website I sent you about the quick start. And then you can read the file I have here of what we're trying to build. Okay, so I built this yesterday. To watch liquidation levels on Zcash. And I think this would be a really good one to just build into ChatGPT, just because it's already here. What's the full file path to that liquidation dashboard? Include the entire file path, like including my computer stuff. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this up in there because I think that would be interesting just to get something going, right? I'm gonna have a bajillion hour ideas, and I'm gonna have a bajillion things to build, and I want to see how long it takes me to build them. Okay, project number 1. So let's say 11:18 here. Project 1, I want to see how long it takes to build. Okay, let's go ahead here and say CSV. There you go. That's all of the CSVs and file paths you will need. Go ahead and investigate those and then go ahead and build that into this ChatGPT app. Thank you. Let's see, dude. Let's see what type of heavy lifting we have to do. This is amazing because back in the day when I used to build apps, I had to go think of the idea and then just go get developers to build it for me. And now this is why I believe code is a great equalizer, dude. Exactly why. Because I spent so long working with developers, paying them thousands of dollars and waiting hundreds of hours to get things done, hundreds of hours, weeks, months to get apps done. And now I can build them on my own. And I wasn't able to build them on my own before. And that's why I have so much passion behind showing you guys this stuff. It's because I spent nearly a decade in technology paying developers off Upwork, getting scammed half the time to build apps for me for the App Store. Okay, I ran up a bag. It's fine. And I was in crypto as well. And then I started trading by hand, and that just doesn't work, dude. It's too emotional, too much leverage. You move your stop loss, you move your take profit. You know the drill. So I thought, I have to automate my trading. So to automate my trading, I knew, okay, I can go hire developers on Upwork, but there's iteration like crazy for algos. You're not going to have a winning bot right off the bat. You see what I'm saying? So once I started to build out algos, I knew for a fact I had to code them myself. So I had to code. And now, guess what? ChatGPT just dropped the biggest bomb in the world on us with the ChatGPT App Store, 800 million users. Is it going to come to fruition? I don't know. You know, I'm aware of the, what did they call them before? The custom GPTs. That was a flop, but they want this so bad. They want to be number one so bad. And you know, if you're going to open up your platform, that's giving developers free money. Do you understand that, right? That's free money for developers. They're giving 800 million. You're giving you a chance to be in front of 800 million people, and there's going to be 1,000 of us that build for the first year, and then the next year is going to be 2,000. Then the next year is going to be 5,000. Then the next year it's going to be 25,000. Then it's going to be very hard. So I don't know about you, but when I smell opportunity, I get after it. What up, Luke? How are you? 777. Good to see you, bro. Good to see you. Much love, much love. It sounds like Twitter is down. Let's see what she's doing here. So first off, let's see. Perfect. I've analyzed everything. Here's what I understand. The Flash server serves liquidation data from the CSV. Okay, perfect. ZC long, short liquidation levels with trader addresses, prices, amounts. Okay, perfect. UI interactive chart showing liquidations. ChatGPT app architecture. The chat app will use MCP Python, exposes tools to fetch liquidation data from CSV files. Okay. Web component HTML renders the chart inside ChatGPT using lightweight charts. Communication window.openai. Bridge for tool calls between UI and server. Let me build this app now. Okay, so she's building it. So if I'm able to pump out apps like this, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm just like thinking back when I was younger, when I was doing the app stuff. If I could just build my own apps, bro, I'd be a bajillionaire. Easy, 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 easy. Because think about this, dude. Every time I was a kid, young cat, not a kid, but you know, young, early 20s. So to build an app, if I bargained, I could get it down to like 2K for a very minimal viable product, but usually it was like 5K. So, you know, early 20s, that's hard to get your hands on. Maybe you young cats that are in crypto, that's easy, but like we didn't have crypto back then. So 2K was heavy. So every idea, and I knew not every idea would hit. And just for this, like if you're going in this with a mindset of, oh, I'm going to build Uber and it's going to absolutely hit and that's all I'm going to focus on, I don't think you're not going to be able to win. This is a vicious game, dude. This is just like trading. But it's better. It's better because you're not taking from the other side. So it's not like me taking from you. This is like OpenAI giving us the chance to monetize their users. Okay. But it doesn't cost 2K an app. That's the crazy part about it. It's free. If you can build. But if you can't build, then you got to pay somebody. Okay, I've successfully built your ChatGPT app for showing ZC liquidation levels inside ChatGPT. Okay, here's what I created. Server.py, MCP server that exposes liquidation data tools. Get liquidation returns top 10 longs and shorts with prices. USD amounts, leverage. Okay. Get token price returns current ZC prices from CSV data. Index.html interactive web component with live ZC price chart, lightweight charts. Liquidation levels, okay. Click liquidations to open traders' profiles on HyperDash, nice. Refresh button to fetch data from MCP server, okay. Requirements.txt, MCP config, JSON, okay. README, test server, beautiful. The MCP server is working perfectly, successfully, okay. Next steps to deploy. Yeah, how do you deploy? Test locally with MCP inspector, okay. Deploy to ChatGPT. So NPX, I have to do this. I don't even know what NPX is barely, but that's okay because AI does it. She can help me all day. I'm a Python guy. You know that. You know I'm a Python guy by now, right? Right? You know I'm a Python guy. You know Moons, he a Python guy. He a Python guy. He ain't a regular guy. He a Python guy. He's not a Rastafarian no more. He's only a Rastafarian during soul season. NPX, let's get it. Okay, I got these errors. I need you to walk me through this because I am a Python guy. So just be a little slower with me. I essentially want to test it, and then I want to test it inside ChatGPT. Thanks. Yo, 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 yo. I love this. I love this for us, dude, because there's so many out there that are asking Moon, how do I make money? Like, can I just plug and play your bots? And no, dude, no. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No one's gonna give you a bot that just runs 24/7. I'm sorry. Let's see here. Luke says, Birdman says, way ahead of you. I've been vibe coding 10 hours a day for the past year, and now the AI is so good and I have perfect workflows. So I discovered you last month. I decided to build a training app. So you're way behind me. Just let my ego speak for a second. But welcome. You're right. I can't think of what to build still. Working on my rideshare app driver payments. Yeah, just keep working on that, dude. Keep making tests really. Hi Moondev. Hi Parth. How are you? Don't use MCP servers anymore unless you code APIs to dynamically call them as needed. Anthropic just released a paper about it last week. You can reduce the token usage by 90%. Nice work, man. Thank you, Yaya. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. So it seems like Twitter's down. I wonder why. Twitter down. Twitter down. Anybody know? I guess I can Google it. Cloudflare outage. Okay. That makes sense. Cloudflare's down. X is down. Thousands of users report outages. Local mode. Okay. So this is our local mode. Cloudflare down. Tiller. Thank you, bro. Okay, here we go. So first off, Perfect Moon Dev, I just opened the test page in your browser. Okay. Here's what you should see. I see it. Orange. Yeah, I see it. I see it. I see it. Click the refresh button. Okay. So ZC chart with live candles. Okay. Click the refresh button to load the mock liquidation data. Okay. Fozzy, what's up, bro? Next steps, deploy to ChatGPT. Chart rendering. Okay, this looks like it works. Next steps, deploy ChatGPT. Let's see if it opens up to HyperDash. It do. But HyperDash is down. Everything's down due to Cloudflare. Oh, snap. Does that mean my stuff's down too? Nope. Nope. It don't. So my website that is in the description will teach you step by step how to automate your trading. It is not down. So Cloudflare this, Cloudflare that. Join the bootcamp if you want to learn how to automate your trading. Your strategies can be automated even if you don't know how to code. Okay, let's get it. So let's see what the next step is. Chart rendering. Next steps. Deploy to ChatGPT. He said Cloudflare L just like AWS a few weeks ago. For real. Now let me explain the actual deployment to ChatGPT. Okay. Think of it like this: the MCP server, server.py, your Flask API backend, but for ChatGPT. Okay. Web component is the index.html, your front end that runs inside of ChatGPT's UI. Communication, instead of Flask routes, ChatGPT calls your Python's functions via MCP tools. Okay. To actually use this, option one, quick test, recommended for now. According to OpenAI Apps SDK, you need to host the index.html file somewhere public, okay? GitHub pages, Vercel, etc. Configure an MCP connector in ChatGPT with points full production. This requires OpenAI developer access to the apps SDK. Might be in beta. Um, yeah, I want you to go ahead and first off research to see how I get that beta access. I think it's a developer mode now. That's what I've been reading and hearing is that developer can start building at least internally. They can't submit to the app store yet, but you could go ahead and do your research on that, fam. Tell me what to do from here to get it live on the developer side of the app store, at least where I can see it within my chat GPT. That's my next step because it looks good. I'm familiar with Vercel, or we could just run it locally. I was thinking we could probably run it locally before we even commit to Vercel because I don't even know if this is the idea I'm gonna push with, but I want to see it live up in there so I can see that I can actually build this. And then I got a ton of ideas. So did I not do it that time? Yeah, I guess I didn't push it. Hey there. Hello. What the hell?